Picture this. You're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop. You order your usual latte cappuccino, maybe just a straight espresso shot, but here's a question you've probably never asked yourself. Why is it called espresso? Is it because it's made express fast? Because someone invented it on the espresso train? Or is there something we're all missing? Today, we're diving deep into the surprisingly fascinating story behind one of the world's most iconic drinks. Trust me, this is way more interesting than you think. What's up, coffee lovers? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we explore the hidden stories behind everyday things you never thought twice about. Today's mystery, the word espresso. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at your morning coffee the same way again. Let's brew this thing. All right, to crack this case, we need to travel back in time. Way back, we're talking 19th century Italy. Now, coffee was already huge in Italian culture. But here's the thing, it wasn't anything like what we drink today. Back then, brewing coffee was slow. We're talking drip coffee, percolators, the whole 9 yards. Cafes weren't grab-dango spots, they were like social clubs. You'd sit down, read the newspaper, chat with friends, and your coffee would eventually show up. No rush, no pressure. But then, something happened. Cities started growing. Factories popped up everywhere. Life got faster, and people, they wanted their coffee to keep up. The world was changing, and coffee needed to change with it. The stage was set for a revolution, a caffeinated revolution. In 1884, this Italian inventor from Turin had a wild idea. What if we could use steam pressure to brew coffee faster? Now, his machine wasn't exactly what we'd recognize today. No shiny chrome, no fancy buttons. But it was groundbreaking. For the first time, steam was being used to force water through coffee grounds at speed. Other inventors jumped on the bandwagon. Luigi Bezzera, Desiderio Pavoni. These names might not mean much to you, but they're coffee legends. By the early 1900s, these machines were refined enough to make something truly special, a single concentrated shot of coffee made in seconds, not minutes. And this is where our story really begins. Because this new drink needed a name, and the Italians, they nailed it. So here's where it gets good. The word espresso comes from the Italian verb esprimere, which means to press out or to express. Think about it. Hot water is literally pressed through finely ground coffee under pressure. It's pressed out, espresso. The name describes exactly how it's made. But wait, there's more. In Italian, espresso also means something made expressly for someone, made specifically, made on demand, just for you. So the name has this beautiful double meaning. It's coffee that's pressed out through pressure, and it's made expressly for you the moment you order it. The Italians didn't just stumble onto this name, they crafted it perfectly. It captured both the technique and the experience. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but wait. I've heard people say espresso, like express. You know, because it's fast. Yeah, about that. Here's the truth. Espresso is actually a misspelling. It never existed in Italian, like ever. I know, it sounds right, doesn't it? Express coffee, fast coffee. Makes total sense, but the original meaning was always about pressure and being made expressly for someone, not about speed. That said, here's the funny part. Even though it's technically wrong, espresso kind of accidentally works because the drink is made super fast. Some language experts actually think this mistake shows how deeply we associate espresso with speed. So if you've been saying espresso your whole life, don't feel too bad. You're wrong, but you're also kind of right. Language is weird. After World War II, Italian immigrants brought espresso culture to the rest of the world. America, Australia, all across Europe. At first, people didn't get it. These fancy Italian machines, this thick, concentrated coffee, it was foreign and weird. But slowly, cafes started popping up. Coffee culture grew, and then came the big chain Starbucks, anyone. And suddenly, espresso wasn't just Italian anymore. It was everywhere. Lattes, cappuccinos, macchiatos, all built on that same foundation. Espresso. And through all of this expansion, through all these adaptations, the name stayed the same. Espresso, an Italian word that perfectly explained both what it was and how it was made. So there you have it. The next time you're waiting for your morning coffee, remember, you're not just ordering a drink. You're ordering a piece of history, a name that captures innovation, pressure, personalization, and yes, even speed. Espresso isn't just a word. It's a story pressed into every single shot. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, drop a comment, and tell me. Are you Team Espresso or Team Espresso? Let's settle this once and for all. And if you want more stories about the everyday things we take for granted, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, coffee lovers. I'll catch you in the next one.